see anything. Oh, what was that?
Help! Help!
He was really, really close to me. Oh, what's this way, this way, this way, this way.
Did you hear that?
The YouTube channel 401 Files headed way out into a remote forest, miles from any roads or signs of life, to set up camp.
Okay, so I'll just give you a quick tour of my bedroom for the night, what I've built up. I've got all these little sticks to create the perimeter. Got my fire there, my bike obviously. So I'm going to be sleeping here next to the fire, not too close though obviously, because I've got an inflatable mattress and I don't want that to blow up.
At first, everything seemed totally normal. Birds were chirping, leaves were rustling, and you could hear faint howls in the distance. But once night rolled in, the sounds started to shift.
But can you hear that? Wow, it's a good job I know what the hell that is, because I would be pants right now had I not come across that sound before.
Suddenly, a terrifying scream rang out, and he couldn't figure out where it was coming from. That's when the uneasy feeling really kicked in. He stayed inside his tent, trying not to panic, but then he heard slow, steady footsteps circling around him. Whatever it was, it clearly knew he was there. The night felt endless, with each hour crawling by. When the sun finally came up, the entire forest went dead quiet. He didn't stick around. He quickly packed his things and got out, leaving behind whatever had been lurking out there in the dark. In 2020, while hiking deep in Joshua Tree National Park under a blazing 106-degree Fahrenheit sun, Robert Ringo had a horrifying ordeal. He slipped on some rocks and seriously messed up his leg. With no cell signal and no way to call for help, the situation quickly turned dangerous. His foot was useless. He couldn't walk, stand, or even pivot. The craziest part? He was less than a mile from his car, but completely stuck. Stranded in the heat, he managed to survive on some juniper berries and the extra water he had with him. The only shade he had was his hat. Thinking he might not make it, he began recording farewell videos, just in case. But against all odds, Robert made it out alive and lived to tell the tale.
A helicopter's here and I'm here, and I couldn't see his eyes, but I knew we met.
At any point, did you think nobody is going to find me?
When I parked in my car to go to the walk, I sent my location to my son, but there being no cell signal, he had no idea.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I mean, extremely well, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And physically, I'm doing great.
Help! Help!
He said that once his leg heals up, he's going hiking again. No hesitation. The video is from Exploring with Brad, a YouTube channel known for urban exploration and investigating paranormal activity. On June 28, 2023, Brad and his friend used the Randonautica app, which provides random locations based on chosen themes, to explore a thick forest to find something creepy. As they went deeper, they experienced bizarre lights, unsettling sounds, a mysterious figure observing them, and discovered eerie dolls with strange messages, possibly tied to a cult.
Show yourself. We just want to talk. They couldn't have gone too far. Especially if you did see him. He can't be that far away. Yeah.
That's really.
That was weird.
Just disappeared.
It's as if he was running or something, because like how the hell would he get this far?
I swear to God, I saw.
I believe you. I believe you.
If you just like barely make out his legs, kind of in the brush. Okay, maybe we'll start heading back.
Yeah, I guess so.
As they continued through the forest, they briefly spotted someone in the distance, clear proof they weren't alone. Concerned for their safety, they called out to the figure, but received no response. When they approached the area to investigate, the person had completely vanished.
I tell you, I think that I've been hearing like whispering the whole time in the woods. It's creepy. Did you hear that? I don't know. Now I really want to find out who this Jessica is.
Do we though?
Huh?
Do we really want to find out who?
Yeah, really. Hopefully somebody's not.
As Brad and his friend continue exploring, they start to hear strange noises, including what sounds like whistling. At first, they dismiss it as just an animal, reassuring themselves it's harmless, and decide to keep moving forward.
Yeah, so if you guys see or hear anything yourselves, be sure to put that in the comments below. Yo. Dude, there's somebody there. I heard footsteps right behind me.
Okay, man, what's your problem?
What the hell?
Bro, he has a knife.
I know.
Start running, start running.
Okay. That's a big knife, dude. Go. Come on. Pick up the pace. Oh, shit. Good job. Yeah. Go. Ow. Oh, that hurt, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, jeez, that hurt.
I don't know which way it is.
Oh, man, it's a big away. It's really, really close to me. What's this way? Come on. Oh my god.
The tension spikes when they suddenly hear footsteps behind them. Spinning around, they're startled to see someone standing there, silently watching. They ask if he's okay, but instead of responding, the figure lets out an eerie, sinister laugh. It becomes clear he's been following them. And worse, he appears to be holding a weapon. Realizing the danger, they don't stick around. Choosing to flee rather than confront the unknown man, they run through the forest and fortunately escape unharmed, though the encounter leaves them deeply rattled. The YouTube channel Love Sundays centers around van life and outdoor adventures, featuring everything from van camping and snorkeling to surfing and uncovering hidden spots in Cornwall, England. In a video posted on September 11th, 2022, the vlogger shares a chilling experience he had while spending the night in his van somewhere in Cornwall. The video kicks off with Sean exploring Cornwall, looking for a good spot to park his van for the night. He eventually comes across a nice area and spots another van already parked there, which reassures him that it's probably a safe and decent place to spend the night.
This isn't a camper van, but it is a van. If I'm going to stay here, I'm going to have to be really night, then I'm pretty sure that I can, but I need to not make it obvious that I'm going to be staying in the van. So I'm going to pull the blinds across now. And then probably...
As night falls, Sean gives viewers a look at how pitch black and isolated the area has gotten. Seeing that no one else is around, he figures he'll be okay staying there for the night.
Any form of light peeking out through the curtains. Okay, so I'm outside. It's pretty dark, as you can see. Really dark, actually. I'm just going to turn the lights on. Let's just see what we can see. So...
Sean locks himself inside the van, ready to settle in for a peaceful night. Feeling warm and secure, he gets ready to sleep, but things quickly take an unexpected turn.
2, keep my keys ready, just in case I need to get up in the night and just go. So they're going to be left just over here. Make sure I've got some sweets for watching a movie.
At about 2 a.m., Sean is abruptly awakened by loud knocking on his van. Before he can fully grasp what's going on, things escalate. The person outside begins yanking hard on the door handles, clearly trying to break in.
I just heard something outside.
After what feels like an eternity, Sean finally builds up the courage to peek outside. Seeing no one around, he retreats into his van, shaken and trying to process what just happened.
My heart was pounding then. I mean, they were either trying to move me on or trying to break into the van. Either way, not pleasant.
He wonders if it was just someone telling him to move, or something more sinister like an attempted break-in. He recalls how his heart was racing the entire time and just how terrifying the whole experience was. Thankfully, Sean wasn't harmed, but that unsettling night in Cornwall will stick with him forever. On the night of March 21st, 2025, a solo investigator known as Midwest Ghost Hunter set out to explore two of the region's most famously haunted sites, Riverside Cemetery and Iron Hill. Though he intended to document paranormal activity, the evening quickly turned from investigation to survival. The video begins at Riverside Cemetery, a large, shadowy burial ground rumored to be home to restless spirits, including a Native American chief and several ghostly young girls said to cry through the night. Not long after arriving, the investigator hears strange footsteps, too consistent to be from an animal and too calculated to ignore. Switching to thermal imaging, he spots a chilling anomaly, a cold, human-shaped figure standing near a tree.
Whoa, whoa. There's something over there. There's a cold spot right over there. What the heck is that? Holy crap. Where the hell did it go? It was just right over here. Is there somebody over here?
As he gets closer, the figure disappears. He takes out his K2 meter and, after asking several questions, appears to connect with spirits.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna follow you, okay? How many spirits haunt this cemetery? Oh my God, what? Okay, I swear to God, I just seen someone over there. They were walking through the graves.
Things escalate at the nearby old chapel, where local legend claims that knocking on the door prompts a knock in return, so he tries it.
If so, could you make a sound? It's definitely a gorgeous chapel. I would definitely want to haunt here. If there's anyone in there, could you knock back? Oh, whoa. That was a thump. Oh, jeez. That startled the crap out of me.
Following a long pause, a knock responds, then a second one. As he peers through the dark, stained glass windows, he briefly sees something move.
Very faint. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's somebody in there. No doubt. There's someone in there. If you're in there, could you open one of the doors? Whoa! Something just appeared in the window! Holy shit! Oh my God, dude! Something just bolted by, inside, through that window.
At the ritual tree, believed to be where a Native American chief's spirit appears, the atmosphere shifts as he approaches the moss-covered trunk. Strange, non-English voices whisper around him. Pine cones are thrown his way, and something invisible strikes him. When he notices glowing eyes in the darkness, he decides to respectfully apologize and leave. He then heads to Iron Hill, a site tied to a tragic story from the 1920s when a train carrying orphans derailed and caught fire, killing over 20 children. Their remains are thought to still lie beneath the hill. Locals claim you can hear their cries, spot dolls in the woods under the moon, and occasionally see a girl in a white dress running along the tracks. Soon after, he hears faint laughter, whispers, and footsteps. Most disturbing of all, dolls start appearing scattered around the area.
What the hell is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Oh my God. It's a freaking doll laying out here. Where the hell did this thing come from? It's like a bunny rabbit. A bunny man. Did you just lead me to this bunny rabbit doll here? Was this your doll? I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I just can't get over like these burn marks. Look, there's one right there too.
At the top of the hill, he comes across a scorched, deformed rabbit doll, followed by a second one, blackened and melted, hanging from a tree. A third doll, its face completely burned away, lies on the ground as if it had always been there. Each time he asks for a sign, something happens. One doll even falls from its branch just as he challenges the spirit to move it. Shadowy figures flicker between the trees, and his photos reveal smoky shapes that vanish almost instantly. As he goes deeper into the forest, the scent of smoke intensifies, and his camera captures what looks like burned mist, a haunting echo of the long-ago fire. Then, without warning, his fully charged camera shuts off. By the end of the night, he finds himself running through the woods, not chased by animals, but by lingering shadows. Faint whispers and dark shapes move just beyond the beam of his flashlight. What do you make of this chilling footage? Share your thoughts below. Someone on Reddit from a small forest community shared a weird story about their neighbor, who genuinely believes that everyone in the area, including the Redditor's family, and even people just passing through, is cursed and evil. Night after night, without missing a beat, she stands outside shouting at people, telling them they're doomed to go to hell. What's even weirder is that she's often seen digging random holes in her yard and burying strange stuff. No one's sure if she's genuinely trying to warn folks about something, or if it's just the behavior of someone mentally unstable. Either way, it's left the whole neighborhood on edge. This video is by Ads Ventures, a creator who shares van life, road trips, and camping adventures on YouTube and Instagram. He highlights unique destinations, offers travel tips, and showcases the van camping lifestyle. On October 31st, 2022, Ads embarked on a solo Halloween camping trip to a famously haunted forest, known for its eerie atmosphere and ghost stories, particularly tied to a nearby cemetery. Local legends claim the area is home to lingering spirits.
That is a person. I'm not even joking. What the? I can't see anything. Oh, what was that?
The video starts with Ads driving to the forest, explaining he had planned to arrive earlier to explore the area in daylight, but couldn't. Before entering the woods, he stops at a shop to grab food for the evening. Once there, he parks his van beside the cemetery and continues the rest of the way on foot.
It's Halloween or spooky season. Tonight I thought I would head to some woodland, which is apparently extremely haunted. So I'm just going to park here for now. Unfortunately, this is the closest that we can get.
As he prepares a toasted sandwich, he shares the chilling history of the woods, filled with tales of hauntings and restless spirits, setting the tone for the night ahead.
Ghost, I'll do the exact same thing. Ghosts need exercise too, and I think they're not allowed in the gym. But apparently the vicar, or whoever it was that used to live in the little churchyard next to the cemetery, started going insane because of all the ghosts that he saw.
He ventures into the woods, passing an old church along the way. Behind it, he finds a cemetery with graves from 1908, believed to be haunted by century-old spirits. Still, he pushes forward into the eerie forest, determined to continue his Halloween journey.
And on the left is the little church house, and behind that is the cemetery. How old are some of these then? 1908. Oh, wait a sec. There's 3 people in this grave. Look at the size of that. I'm just the other side of the cemetery now. I'm going to go deeper into the woods because I don't think if I was a ghost and I come out of the cemetery, why would you knock about just on the outskirts?
The occasional rustling branches and hooting owls create the ideal Halloween mood Ads had hoped for. During his exploration, he takes a short break to enjoy a warm cup of hot chocolate.
That is the one. I think it's a little bit of a hassle carrying around this cooker and my bag and the saucepan and all that, so...
As he shines his torch through the woods, he spots a light. On closer inspection, he realizes it's a false alarm, a piece of laminated paper tied to a tree, reflecting his torchlight.
I've come up to that bit where the light was just shining. What? This might have been what was reflecting that light. It says, If you find this card, please pay it forward to do something.
While exploring the haunted woods, Ads appears to get slightly disoriented and decides to retrace his steps. As he pans his camera one last time, something unexpected catches his eye.
I swear, I keep seeing someone. Hold on.
Replaying the moment in slow motion, Ads' torch reveals a black figure standing directly ahead, wearing a white mask. Without hesitation, he bolts, sprinting back to the safety of his van.
That is a person. I'm not even joking. What? What? I can't see anything. Oh, what was that?
Ads reflects on the encounter. Was it a prank, a ghost, or something more sinister? The footage suggests it was a person dressed in black with a white mask, not a ghost. Why were they in the woods, alone, in the dark? And what could have happened if Ads hadn't run, but confronted them instead? This eerie scene was captured by William, the creator of Rosedale TV, a channel known for its wild camping and travel adventures. In this clip, he heads deep into Ballyboley Forest in Northern Ireland, a place long feared as one of the UK's most haunted woods. It's November 2nd, 2023, and as daylight quickly fades, William arrives at the forest's edge. Despite its spine-chilling reputation, he moves forward, determined to find a spot to camp for the night.
We are a lot further back off the road, so we can't be seen as easy, but we can still hear the car noise with a bit of a pain. But that's camp set up. Let's give you a look around. So we'll start on the outside. This is going to be the cooking area. Keeping it simple tonight. Just got some pasta and tuna.
As night falls, William sets up his tent, but soon after, something strange occurs.
That's us in our little home for tonight. Now, as usual, this place is complete chaos.
The sound grows louder, moving closer. He calls out into the darkness, hoping it's an animal or another camper, but there's no reply. Heart racing, he unzips the tent and steps out into the cold, dark night.
So that was not bad sound. I did see chemtrails earlier on. What's the biggest game you get for you? We don't get big game.
He looks around but finds nothing. No movement, no sign of what caused it. Uneasy, he slips back into the tent, hoping it was just his imagination. But moments later, a sharp slap strikes the outside of the tent.
There's a minute or two. What the f***? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? My heart's going. Get there.
Startled, he calls out again, but only silence answers. No footsteps, no voices, just a heavy, unnatural quiet. Unable to rest, William stepped out with a flashlight to investigate, but found nothing. No animals, no people, no sign of what caused the noises. Feeling watched, he quickly packed up and left, glancing over his shoulder until he was out of the woods. Though he made it out safely, the night left its mark. Was it the forest's dark reputation, or did something want him gone? This video is from Urbex Hill, a YouTube channel focused on exploring abandoned buildings, old factories, deserted hospitals, and other forgotten places. On November 5th, 2023, Chris sets out to investigate the infamous Helltown, a once quiet village evacuated in the 1970s under strange and mysterious circumstances. Today, it's a hotspot for urban legends about mutated creatures, secret government experiments, and cult activity.
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me. I need to. I don't want to get lost.
As Chris makes his way into Helltown, the only sounds are the soft crunch of grass underfoot and the faint chirping of insects and birds. But soon, he feels something isn't right, like he's being followed. His breathing quickens as tension builds, and the silence around him becomes almost suffocating.
Where the hell does this lead to? I don't even think this is a trail anymore. Do not want to get lost out here.
As he moves deeper into Helltown, brushing through tall grass, faint screams begin to echo, distant yet disturbingly close. The eerie sound makes his unease intensify. Feeling increasingly on edge, Chris decides to turn back.
Something's over there. I can hear it.
Distant screams echoing in the dark, an eerie sensation of being watched, and a shadowy figure with glowing eyes peering from the tall grass. Any one of these would be enough to unsettle anyone, but all three in one night, that's a whole different level. What do you think was out there watching and following Chris? The video comes from Grizzly Gaz, a UK YouTube channel focused on wild camping, hiking, and outdoor adventure, known for its genuine commentary and immersive style. On June 16th, 2025, Gaz heads into the West Yorkshire woods for a solo camping trip with his dog, Fendi. As he sets up camp, he recounts local legends, including a headless horseman and a UFO sighting by a girl named Paula Green. The area itself is rich in history, once used for coal mining and still dotted with old craters. But as Gaz explores, it's not just the past that unsettles him, it's the strange, reflective marks on trees and the growing feeling that something is watching.
There's another thing on that tree there. Can you see that? lighting up off the tree.
As Gaz and Fendi move deeper into the forest, guided only by their flashlights and the faint glow of the moon, the air grows heavier. Gaz notices strange symbols carved into the trees, markings that clearly don't belong there. He quietly wonders if they might be tied to some kind of ritual, maybe even something dark and sinister. An uneasy tension begins to set in.
Another one on that tree in front of me. See, now I don't know if those lights are the eyes reflecting, or is it those things on trees? But if you look straight where my torch is shining, yeah, I think it's just markings on trees. I don't know what the hell they are. There's another one on the tree over there where my torch is pointed. One on that tree there.
Choosing to head back to camp for the night, Gaz and Fendi try to retrace their steps, but the forest doesn't seem to release its grip. Even more markings appear, this time stranger, more precise, as if placed intentionally.
I keep on hearing stuff outside.
As he tries to get some rest, Gaz is jolted awake just after 1 a.m. by the sound of twigs snapping and movement just outside the tent. Moments later, the motion alarm he set up around the site goes off, not just once, but several times. There's no clear sign of what triggered it, but the repeated alerts confirm it wasn't just in his head.
I'm going to put it down to a bat, or just, I don't know. But like I say, I can't hear rolls, so. I just drifted off. And bing bong, Uber Eats is here. Well, good morning. It's about 4 o'clock now and birds are chirping away. Sun's on its way up. And I survived the night. What's my hair like? You sleep alright, mate? Okay. Good girl.
Gaz and Fendi may have made it through the night safely, but they're left with more questions than answers. Were those odd carvings on the trees just random graffiti, or something far more sinister? And was it really an animal that set off the alarm? Or could someone or something have been watching from the darkness? Share your thoughts in the comments. It's September 18th, 2019, and Franco, along with his friend Gyro, is back in the thick, swampy forests of Florida, the same spot where he'd once been chased out by a mysterious figure. This time, the two are determined to venture deeper, hoping to locate a rumored treehouse and spend the night camping in the wilderness.
What do you think about those spiders, dude?
Oh, there's too many of them.
Oh, that is creepy. We just got like this massive wind. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere further than it should. Well, that was weird, right?
Very creepy.
Alright, so we just got like this massive wind. I always learned, like, if you do it like a TP, it just kind of like... Yeah, because you TP it and just go... Here. So you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we've been out here for quite a minute. We're just sitting here. And all of a sudden, you can hear what sounds like, listen, 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 listen.
As they gather around the campfire, eerie sounds emerge from the depths of the forest, breaking the calm. Suddenly, piercing, blood-curdling screams ring out. Human, but unsettlingly off. Clearly rattled, they quickly put out the fire and decided to pack up and leave right away.
Alright. So far we heard some yelling from further back in these woods. I'm not quite sure what else it is. Right over there. Yep. Yeah, that sounds scary. Alright, so right now we are still walking. I'm not sure how much closer we are to the sounds that we were hearing. I till this moment I really don't know what those sounds were. If you guys know what those are, let me know. It almost sounds human-like, but very far away. Kind of like an echo from a much distant area. Bro, my feet are starting to hurt.
The front.
Yeah.
See the 4 white lines? What is that?
How do I know? I don't know, I never saw that before. Oh, there's one back there too. It could be markings for like a homeless guy or somebody back here. There's one on that tree, but that's like a yellow mark. Those I know are like for the path.
Should we just keep going?
Yeah, we keep going. I mean, we'll just proceed with caution, I guess. Or you want to just walk it?
It's up to you. I'll walk it.
All right. So it's still raining out here. And we're trying to find our way back to the car. But it is raining a lot. I am literally soaked in sweat and in water. I don't even know what I'm soaked in.
And we're going through the forest. It's raining. Hearing little animals left and right. I don't even know what to do. Woo! The rain just got even heavier.
That thing is properly covered, right?
I hope so.
Check, the top is not exposed, right?
Fortunately, Franco and Giro both made it out unharmed, though a lingering uneasiness stayed with them. They definitely made the right call leaving when they did. But what was that terrifying scream echoing in the middle of nowhere? This video is from Cam Prime, a solo camping channel known for its serene, nature-filled escapes, but this trip takes a darker turn. On May 31st, 2025, what begins as a peaceful, reflective outing quickly becomes unsettling. The creator sets up camp deep in a quiet forest by a river near a mountain town. At first, it's all about disconnecting, brewing mint chocolate coffee, cooking a warm meal, and soaking in the calm. But something feels off. Then, as night falls, he chooses to watch the Blair Witch Project. Probably not the best idea when you're alone in the wilderness. Later that night, when nature calls, he leaves the comfort of his cozy van to head to the bathroom. Alone in the dark forest, still shaken by the horror film, the silence and stretching shadows close in, and fear begins to take hold, fueled by the chilling scenes fresh in his mind. Luckily, he returns safely, but the experience lingers. The forest feels alive, as if something unseen is watching him. A truly terrifying encounter. This video comes from Squatch Mafia, a YouTube channel dedicated to investigating cryptid sightings like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti. On August 9th, 2024, 2 oil workers in a remote forest in Alberta, Canada, had a frightening encounter during their shift. One of them noticed a large, dark figure standing motionless among the trees. It didn't move or behave like a human. One worker quickly pulled out his phone to capture the moment on video.
There's a creature around over there.
Oh, yeah, okay, now I see something, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of coming over the...
Yeah.
Just through the...
The footage shows the figure moving behind the trees. Then suddenly, much to the men's shock, it throws a huge birch tree, about 20 to 30 feet long, with ease. The tree sails through the mist and crashes down with incredible force, far beyond what any normal person could do. While the video was blurry, enhancements have brought out more details, convincing many that this might be one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings ever captured. What do you think? Is it genuine, a hoax, or something else? The Bell Explorers is a YouTube channel focused on urban exploration and paranormal investigations, often venturing into abandoned places where the boundary between reality and the supernatural begins to fade. On April 8th, 2025, the team arrives at a mysterious location believed to be a former convent or nunnery, though its exact past is still unknown. As they approach the building, the atmosphere grows tense. A light flickers from inside, raising suspicion that someone, perhaps security, could already be there.
We're here today to explore a nunnery, convent, whatever you want to call it. We're outside, but there is a light flashing around in there, and we don't know if it's security. And the light is coming this way, and we're just sort of hiding in the bushes, but with a light cleaning our face. Oh, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, go. You alright, Joe? Yeah.
His torch coming over.
It is. It's coming over.
He's coming up. Getting closer.
I don't know if that's security whistling over security or whether it's...
He's got a high
Yeah, he's got a high vis on this. Yeah, stop recording.
At first, the vibe is lighthearted. The group jokes around, films, and keeps a low profile outside the building. But things shift when they spot movement inside. A beam of light cuts through the darkness, getting closer. Then suddenly, a figure starts chasing them. At first, they laugh it off, assuming it's all part of the adventure, but doubt quickly sets in. Is it really a security guard or something else entirely? The tension peaks until they catch a glimpse of a high-vis jacket. Relief hits, just security, not some unknown figure lurking in an abandoned convent. Still, that brief rush of fear was a sobering reminder. Bear ventures deep into an unmarked swamp trail in the southeastern wilderness, a place locals quietly refer to as Bigfoot territory. The moment he steps into the thick forest, he senses that something isn't right.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jared Bear. For today's adventure, I am bringing us back to the swamps in search of Bigfoot. Now, we have never been on this trail. We have been on some other trails that are further down that way and found structures in the past, and also had something huge thrown, like scared the crap out of me. You could hear it. Camera definitely picked it up. Anyway, so that is the plan for today. We are going to hit this woods up. This is Bigfoot's territory, and we're going to see if we can't find him. So this is where I stopped to do the intro, because as I was walking in, we're at the beginning of the trail right now. But as I was walking in, there was an apple. And I think we're going to take it, and if we see any structures or anything like that, we're going to leave the apple as an offering there.
Almost immediately, he notices an apple lying neatly on the trail, fresh and untouched, as if placed there intentionally. As Bear moves farther in, the forest grows denser, and the usual sounds of nature vanish, replaced by an unsettling silence. Then, out of nowhere, he hears a faint voice in the distance, a child's voice echoing through the trees. He stops in his tracks, heart racing, uncertain whether it's real or just his mind playing tricks on him.
Do you guys hear that? Sounds like a child. That was just a child inside the forest. I know, I heard that. You guys might have heard that. I'm telling you, keep your eyes and ears peeled. I know you guys are going to find some crazy stuff in this.
Moments later, a large branch snaps close by, followed by a deep, guttural woot echoing from the darkness, a sound unlike anything he's ever heard in nature. Bear instantly realizes this is the presence he's been looking for.
Do you hear that over there? Oh my goodness, did you hear that? That was freaking huge. That was huge. And this path is blocked. And it begins.
Soon after, Bear stumbles upon a tall, cone-shaped structure built from neatly stacked branches and logs. He places the apple inside, hoping it will serve as a sign of peace or a way to connect with the hidden beings of the swamp.
Holy smokes, man. Look at the size of that. There we go. That way, only something bigger is going to be able to get it. If we can't find what was making all that big noise, and see if we can't find more structures. And hopefully that's something happens. It is high. So like something small, something big.
As he ventures further, a horrible stench hits him, a blend of rotting meat and decay. Then he hears a slow, steady tapping sound, purposeful and rhythmic, almost like a signal. Bear's pulse quickens as he becomes aware that something or someone is watching him.
I just heard something coming from over here. From that last structure. Listen. Man, something stinks. Whew, that's a terrible smell. That's like garbage. That's rotten garbage. Maybe a little poo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's the apple. There's an apple on the trail now. The apple's on the trail. We just put that on the teepee. Is it still on the teepee and that's a different apple? The one on the teepee. This is the one that was on the teepee. Oh man. My back, man. Look at that. Yeah, it's not on the teepee. That's the one that was on the teepee. Man, I shoved that down on that. It was on there good. And now there's a little stick in it. I don't know what that means. It looks rotten there. What does that mean? Should I not be in this?
Bear stands frozen in disbelief, the heavy presence of the unknown pressing down on him. Wasting no time, he picks up his pace, fully aware that whatever inhabits these woods doesn't want him there. Just before ending his recording, Bear looks directly into the camera and tells viewers that if they want him to come back at night, they need to let him know, but warns them to remember, this swamp is alive, and it's watching. This is Adam, the face behind the YouTube channel Wandering Where. Through his videos, he leads viewers on captivating outdoor escapes, car camping, hiking, and discovering hidden gems across the UK's beautiful landscapes. This time, Adam set out for the North York Moors, near the coastal town of Scarborough. His goal was to tackle a challenging 10-mile hike in the picturesque area of Rosedale. Arriving later than planned and feeling pressed for time, he quickly hit the trailhead, eager to make the most of the day.
I was gonna say, It's been an hour and 10 minutes. It's supposed to be a 55-minute drive and I'm not there yet. It's been a nightmare drive. Windy roads, stuck behind slow traffic, and the weather. Mama, it's as grim as your grandma's mole. It doesn't bode well for a big hike. Still, at least we're in North York Moors.
After a quick bite in the charming village, which came with the rare perks of free parking and public toilets, the day began on a serene note. But that sense of calm wouldn't last for long.
I drive to get to this little village. There's not much else around there. The village of Rosedale. Old man Grumpster told me about this one many moons ago. Every time I come up North York Moors or around this area, oh, have you been Rosedale yet? Well, yeah, today we have. He always tells me the tale of how, I think he's probably hiked this hike, and he says it absolutely worn him out, something chronic, and then in the evening when they got back from the hike, they were staying on a campsite and they went for a really big drink, and yeah, I think he damaged himself or twisted his ankles or something on the way back from the pub to the campsite. So bad boys out. Wow, there's some proper glamping going on around here. There's some probably little hutty things. I better not cheap to rent for the night though. Odd days, what have we just been talking about? This gate behind there, someone's just walked through it and it was wide open, and like me, I just left it wide open. I don't know why. As I walked through it, it closed itself. Just had a shiver go up my spine. Let's keep moving. Need help.
Thick mud and waterlogged trails quickly slowed him down, and soon a dense fog crept in, swallowing the landscape and erasing any sense of direction. No phone signal, no sound except the wind, and a silence that felt almost oppressive.
I mean, look, it keeps doing it as well. There's multiple routes to go. One up there, I could cut across the bridge there. They all look all right, don't they? But no, we'll choose the most boggiest, muddiest one straight through the bog field. And it keeps doing it. I don't know. Oh, I'm almost sinking. Oh, there's no way through. Gordon Bennett. Oh, listen to that.
Far out on the moors, he came across a strange, cage-like structure looming in the middle of nowhere. A bit further along, he discovered the sheriff's pit, an old, abandoned ironstone mine, and the rusting remains of the Rosedale Railway, a haunting relic of the area's industrial past.
It is. Da, 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 da. Hell. Wow. I've heard a couple of them up here. I don't know what type of bird they are, but they're making an amazing noise. It's a real squeak or something. I've never heard anything like it. But anyway, the sheriff's pit. Oh, hang on a minute. It could be one of these. A ring... What? Uzi? Oh, yeah. One of them. And it is. Oh, mate. I've just seen a ring Uzi. What? Oh, a ring oozle. Oh, there we go. That's better. So I can only assume what's in there is the pit. Maybe a big hole down there. And there is a little bit of remnants up here. They're saying this sheriff's pit closed in 1911.
The moors felt haunted as dusk fell and the mist closed in. Adam searched for a spot to park for the night, with no signal and rain beating down like approaching cars. Suddenly, headlights appeared, and a group of young men dressed as clowns spilled out, a surreal twist that left Adam even more on edge.
Good thing I decided to cut back on that trail and not do the full length of it. I'd have still been outside now. I'd have been absolutely drenched. It is making this area a little bit more eerie though. I've got to be honest, it's a bit dodgy. Honestly, I've only been here about 45 minutes. I've already had one car full of clowns pull up. I mean, say clowns, they weren't like white-faced and wearing red noses or anything, but yeah, some young uns. I don't know what was up with them. Fair play, whoever, whatever, young uns, you know, but they got out of the car and they were standing there screaming their head off. Bit random, but yeah, so I hope it's not off through for like utes or whatever tonight. I wanted to cook this Chinese pork, no bone, with a bit of cheesy mash, but because I've cooked that about 6 times on the channel, I thought I better do something a little bit more fancy tonight. I'm not joking when I say the fact that these meatballs are in gravy and not tomato sauce is a bit of an headache. Yeah, honestly, I've had that tin of meatballs and this meal on the couch for about 3 weeks now. And now it realise that it's bloody...
Settling in for the night, Adam tried to cook dinner, but what should have been a simple meal quickly became a mini disaster. burnt food, stubborn gear, and a lot of laughs. In the end, he salvaged enough to call it a win. Lying in the dark, he could have sworn he heard faint footsteps moving just outside.
Eerie up here. It's been raining on and off, and when the rain's coming down, it kind of sounds like somebody's driving near you and such. It's a bit weird. I've only had one car really drive by in about the past 4 hours, but that was weird. Because the road's so close next to me, it sounds like someone's like almost pulling up next to you. It's really weird. I think I'm just freaking myself out. I think I need to get to bed. It's late. I'll see you in the morning.
Was someone really out there, or was it just his imagination? Adam confessed to the camera that he was probably letting his thoughts run away with him and settled in to rest. By morning, the mist had cleared, revealing a beautiful valley, a reward for braving the long, strange night. Despite the delays, harsh conditions, and moments of unease, the adventure left him feeling invigorated and inspired. The chilling footage comes from Adventure Out There, a van life travel channel run by Emily, Brian, and their dog, Wes. Since July 2024, this trio has been living full-time on the road in their converted Sprinter van, sharing their journeys across North America. On June 1st, 2025, during a scenic road trip through British Columbia, partly planned with help from ChatGPT, they found themselves deep in the wilderness. After a day of last-minute route changes, iffy AI campground pics, amazing wildlife encounters, and a calm lakeside dinner, they settled in for the night, unaware their trip was about to take a chilling twist.
We're almost all cleaned up. Can you believe it? It's almost 9 o'clock at night. It's all super bright out. We're gonna call it a night.
Got our first knock.
First knock.
5 o'clock. Why did he want?
He wanted to know what time it was.
Why?
Hey, I don't know if that's really what he wanted, but that's all he's gonna get.
Just as the night settles into silence, the peace is interrupted by knocking. A man starts lingering near their van, tapping on the windows, his unexpected presence feeling tense and unsettling in the isolated darkness.
It's only 5:30 in the morning.
I don't think he really knows what's going on. He looks a little lost. There's a tent over here now that wasn't here when we went to bed. He just looks really confused. I think maybe he just had a really long night. First time he came by, he said he didn't have his phone. He asked what time it was. He's walking around looking for something. I think he's in this tent over here. He's just kind of moving stuff around, and I'm not that worried about it. Emily is, though.
It's just odd. He knocked on our door at 5 o'clock just to ask what time it was. That's strange.
Not saying he doesn't have other intentions, but watching him, he does look very lost and confused about what's going on, and maybe he really did lose his phone. We'll keep our distance. I'll keep my eye on him. Got a couple things outside. They're still there. That's good. One is a trail cam, so that might pull some interesting footage from that.
Didn't capture the bears we wanted, just...
What did I say? Humans, stay away from the van. We just want wildlife. It didn't get dark here till well past 10:30 last night. So who knows what time he showed up and got that tent set up. And you can see how light it is out here. It's been like this for the past hour and a half. He might have got dropped off here after a party or whatever, and now it doesn't remember getting dropped off. Dude, where's my car? I'm gonna keep an eye on him. We're gonna kind of get moving here. I don't really want to go outside right now. We'll get moving here in a minute.
He seemed confused and disoriented, asking for the time before slowly circling the van. After a tense few minutes, he disappeared into the woods. Thankfully, nothing was taken, and even the items left outside remained untouched. The couple quickly packed up and left, shaken but safe. What do you think was really going on? Was it just a strange, harmless encounter, or was he scouting the van for a break-in? This video is from Haunted Finders, a team famous for investigating some of the UK's most haunted and paranormal active spots. On June 4th, 2025, they arrive at a location rumored to hold Viking-era significance, a place said to be charged with ancient energy. Their goal for the night, to make contact with whatever spirits remain. Equipped with EMF detectors and EVP recorders, they start a focused investigation, aiming to capture proof of spirits, or something even more sinister.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we try another one?
Yeah, might as well. Right, feet still. Silence.
Right, ready? Whoa. Whoa. Did you just hear that woman?
What over there?
She, it like someone, that was like a woman was here. It went, just like that. It did it right as I went to press record.
Press record now. There.
Is there a lady here? Are you walking over there? Tell us your name. Did you hear that?
You hear that?
What was that? That was that weird shouting again. That sounded like someone shouting, screaming again. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Constant footsteps here.
Yeah.
It will coming towards us.
What's done that then, on it? Just behind
Definitely
you.
heard a woman as well.
Yeah.
Let me see this. Are you walking over there? Over here. Are you walking over there? Over here. Are you walking over there? Over here. No way. Are you walking over there? You hear that? It says, I thought it says over here, but it goes over there. It mimics me. What is going on here?
Let's keep doing it.
There's a, I'll tell you, it's beginning to get quite active. We're constantly like feeling like there's people around us watching us. Yeah. And we're hearing weird things, hearing movement.
Over there. Oh,
voices screaming. That was just maxing then. I just spotted out the corner of my eye.
Is that you again? Is that the lady who says, I'm over here?
As the team starts their EVP session, responses come almost instantly. The replies are unnervingly clear. Not just vague sounds, but sharp, intelligent answers. Their questions are met with quick, thoughtful responses that seem to grasp what's being asked. These could be some of the clearest spirit communications they've ever recorded, making the experience all the more unsettling.
Can you walk towards us?
How many of you around us?
Is there anything you want?
3 steps.
What, really?
Definitely loud, it was loud. I think I got it on here. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you walk towards us?
What was that? What was that?
Can you walk towards us? Can you walk towards us?
What does that? This was a scream. What is that? Oh, that was you shushing. Jesus, what does that shout?
God,
That's
no.
a proper scream. First you say, is that the woman? It says
Let me
yeah.
listen.
Straight away there's a yeah. Listen to this. Do you know what I think it is? I'm here. Like that, like
Frustrated,
frustration.
yeah.
Listen again. I'm here. Or something like that. This is crazy. Something proper, I told you, there's someone or multiple of them surrounding us because the EMFs have been maxing like crazy.
Yeah.
It's been answering every time you mention something about Vikings, anything to do with the Vikings.
Yes, we're going to set the REM pod up now. Make sure there's no leaves around it. Get anything. Right, to explain.
What are you going off? Can you walk towards that red light?
It's not going to harm you. It's another device that tells us that you're around us. I think you've just done it.
It went off, yeah. As soon as I turned my back to it. Are you still here with us then? I heard you shouting. Could you try and say whatever you said again, but clearer for us? We know you're around us, we can feel you, and we've heard you. Were you Viking? What was that? If any of you guys see or hear anything strange throughout the video, do let us know down below in the comments. Because it definitely feels like we're being watched by something or someone. It's almost like they've stepped back a bit because you know the footsteps are coming from at a distance. You got footsteps up there, footsteps behind me over this direction.
Footsteps echo all around them, moving slowly and deliberately from unseen places. Then, the responses take a darker turn, one turning into a deep, demonic scream unlike anything human. The heavy dread and feeling of being watched become impossible to shake.
Yeah, that's gone dead, isn't it?
Yeah, like even the EMF's gone completely flat. It's like they've moved slightly away from us. It does feel like we're being circled. Just having a little break in a minute. But whilst David and Kev are over there, look, munching chocolate. I'm hearing stuff up here. If you're over there, can you use your voice and say something? Hello? Hello? What are you doing? There's someone over there moving around. Shout back at us. Hello. This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, a bit eerie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting very eerie. Like now, I'm gonna have a break and I'll turn the camera on if anything happens. Hopefully they don't steal the Mars bar. It's just weird, isn't it? How, like, those EMFs were going absolutely mental.
Yeah, earlier.
Like consistent red as well, which is very rare. Like we've done last few investigations. Participate. Is that what you were doing? Participating in the investigation?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
So the last few investigations we've done, we haven't had spiders like that, have we?
No.
They've been like a couple of lights, few lights. It's got to be high, there's got to be a high amount of energy in this area. We were getting like response after response after response.
Then, just as suddenly as it began, everything falls quiet. The forest becomes still. No footsteps, no voices, only the unsettling silence after what could be the team's most intense paranormal encounter yet. From the clear messages to the chilling scream and the approaching footsteps, it's clear they weren't alone. Was this just spirits reaching out, or something older and more sinister? This unsettling video comes from The English Woodsman, a YouTube channel that immerses viewers in the raw experience of stealth and woodland camping across remote wilderness spots. On June 15th, 2025, Daniel ventures out alone into the dense forest, sets up camp, and prepares for a quiet evening surrounded by nature. As night approaches, he cooks a modest meal over a skillet, shares personal thoughts, and reflects on the sense of vulnerability that naturally comes with being alone in the woods after dark.
So I'm not sure if you can see me too good. We've got the little fire going there. Heart's beating a little bit. Just feels so uneasy, so unsettled. Wow. I'm going to play that back and see if I've got that. I'm not too sure with, you know, obviously snipped through the GoPro, but yeah. That sounds a very weird noise. Like a weird animal noise what I hadn't heard before. But let me know if you can put some headphones in or something. It's amazing how when it started to get dark in here, how different it sounds. Right, so I'm in my tent, my small OEX tent. I've been in it for a while, to be fair. Just been sitting down watching the remaining of the Formula 1 qualifying.
As night falls over the forest, Daniel starts to hear strange, unfamiliar noises echoing in the distance. Something about them feels off. Despite the unease, he decides not to pack up. Instead, he stays in his tent, hoping the sounds will fade and the thin layer of shelter will offer some sense of comfort.
Pretty late on. The air mat is just the foam one. I don't think you can see it. OEX foam one. I put silicone on it, so it helps me grip with my sleeping bag. And I've got my Outdoor Vital summer down one there. So that one last week and that weekend before did me really well. I was cold because of all rain and stuff. But it looks like it's finished now, doesn't it? Going on about a razor. I reckon it's dropping a hint at me. That's my stove, that. Hello? That was my stove being moved. I'm sure that was my stove being moved. Let me get me a torch. I can't get me a torch, I didn't pack it. So I knew I had this light here. Yeah, I'm sure that was my stove being moved. That's Formula 1. Last time something happened here, some people says, oh yeah, you're recording it from another phone or something, using my other phone. Well, this is just the highlights of the Formula 1 qualifying, well, after show. That was my stove being moved. Last time I didn't get out of the tent. I just laid there. I couldn't see anybody there, but it is dark. I bloody hate this woodland.
As Daniel watches Formula 1 highlights on his phone, the strange noises persist, but now they're accompanied by something even more unsettling. It sounds like someone or something is tampering with his stove just outside the tent.
I think I want to put that down to fox, maybe. Smelling for the meat that I cooked. But I had a fire in it for about 2.5 hours after that. Let's just get back down to being comfortable. I would have just put that probably down to a fox. Well, good morning, people. £5:15 in the morning, and it's nice and light. Let's get up, let's make a drink. Oh, morning, Vicar. So what I remembered last night on the stove, that stove were there with all that fire ash in it. And then it's like that now. Where's the grill? So yeah, the stove got moved. I'm not ruling out an animal, fox, badger, who knows. But I didn't like it anyway. And I should have brought a trail camera. I thought about that last night in tent. I thought, why didn't you bring a trail camera, Daniel? But if I did have a trail camera, I probably would have had it just pointing at the tent anyway. I wouldn't have had it pointing at the stove.
So, what do you think was out there with him? Was it just a curious animal, something paranormal, or possibly even another person? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Night Encounters is a YouTube channel that captures real-time paranormal events and unexplained phenomena during late-night adventures. On July 10th, 2023, a group of friends makes their way back to a haunted tunnel at midnight. It's not their first time visiting. On a past trip, they had a disturbing encounter with someone or something, dressed as a clown deep in the darkness.
Okay, I'll take the camera.
Guys, it's actually 9 p.m.
Let's just keep going.
I have to look where I'm stepping, yo.
Yeah, there's like here and stuff. Dude, one last thing before we continue going. Make sure give this a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below.
What?
Someone said frozen parody. Are they talking about me?
Yo, that's crazy.
No, man. Let's keep walking.
Frozen parody again.
Hey.
Yeah, don't fall into anything. Oh wait, don't walk back. There's gonna be like close.
Bro, I don't know what to do even, bro.
Yeah. Dude, you haven't been like holding camera in like half a year or something.
Yeah, more,
Like,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, hop. Bro, let's go.
Bro, no, I'm not going in here.
What was that? Oh,
what the hell?
What? Whoa.
Whoa, action.
Bro, what? Nah, bro.
Dude, that was what happened last time, bro. Remember we heard like... Wait.
Confetti here.
Oh no. Bro, this wasn't here last time.
Bro, look at that.
Circus equipment.
That's go like someone like, you know, the like push pop or whatever it is.
Yeah, the pop thing.
Oh,
No, let's just get out of here, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna make that allowed.
Oh, don't go.
Bro,
I can't even see there.
I'll fight the demon. When Mim's the clown. The same clown.
That's what I've been telling.
Nah, but look at
Bro, I
confetti
think
and stuff.
he's camping here, like staying here.
Bro, look at 666, bro. What the? Bro. Where is he? Oh, get the flash. Zoom in, bro. Zoom in. Oh wait, what? The camera can't see the flashlight, yo.
Can't see anything.
Oh, the camera can't see the flashlight. Look.
Okay, dude. Take this. Dude, we're not going that way.
Nah, just get. Oh, bro, let's get out of here.
Don't go.
Oh, let's just get out of here, bro.
Let's go, yeah, that way.
Yeah.
What the frick, guys?
Maybe somebody just turned fool with us. I don't know.
Wait, maybe it's just like stuff falling.
Yeah, I know.
That's not normal, though.
No, look,
no,
it's
no.
collapsing. It's.
Yeah, it's a no thunder, bro.
Bro, we heard so many
we
things.
should get the hell out of here. It's gonna collapse on us.
Bro, remember so many times we heard like stuff falling, bro.
As they move deeper into the cold, damp tunnel, eerie graffiti covers the walls. Symbols like 666 and disturbing messages scrawled in black. But it's the fresh confetti strewn across the ground that truly unsettles them. Clear evidence that someone's been there recently. Then, loud metallic bangs echo through the tunnel. The group freezes, tension rising, as they nervously debate whether it's time to turn back.
That's like.
Yeah, but dude, I don't know. After like the clown incident, you know.
Confetti also.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I don't know.
What's the confetti here last time? Actually,
100%. It was not.
Bro,
Definitely
it's
wasn't.
getting so late. Don't.
Och sen börjar det.
Sen! Bro.
How long have we been here? Wait.
6 minutes.
Bro, I need
Wait. First time back and we're already like, stuff is happening, you know?
Bro, I think there's...
Wait, take the camera. Dude, no, wait, it's either... I think it's either like... Actually, maybe... What if this... It can't be like a regular person, you know?
Bro! Oh, let's get out of here, bro. I'm telling you, get out of here, dude. Bro, you heard someone laughing. That's not normal.
Wait.
Bro, it's not getting near us. Let's just get out. It's getting near us right now. It's walking. Heard the laughing, the giggling, the confetti, bro.
It's getting closer, I think.
It is.
How old the confetti can be? It looked like fresh.
Week max. Week or two.
No, it looked like...
Days.
So that's something...
Then we're just like dipping, okay?
Okay, let's get out of here. Just in case, so. Oh, bro! falling, yo. Oh, dude, what the frick?
Bro. Actually, bro.
Bro, we should get up. Bro!
No, straight behind you.
Bro, I'm jumping!
Du San, where are you?
Bro, falling. Oh my, dude, just calm down, dude. Bro.
You heard? Wait, don't go.
Bro, what?
There could be like people on either side, you know? Oh, wait, that's the same clown. Wait, give me this, bro. Wait, but actually, bro, one of us has to like look behind us. Like actually. Oh, back at the complete edge.
It's like mini packet.
Wait, bro, let's shoot for a second now.
For first time here, right? This is not what I wanted. Honestly, man.
Wait. Shh. Bro, the flashlight is not working. Wait. No way. Oh. Wait, the camera's up. Dude, what's that? Oh no! Dude, go!
Before they can make a decision, a chilling scream pierces the tunnel, followed by a loud bang. Panic sets in as they back toward the exit, flashlights sweeping the darkness. Then one of them spots it, a figure in a clown costume standing still, watching. Suddenly, it charges. Chaos breaks loose as the group sprints toward the tunnel's light, screaming, with footsteps pounding behind them. Thankfully, they escape physically unharmed. On May 11th, 2025, Bear embarked on a chilling expedition to Murder Road, a remote, ominous stretch of land shrouded in mystery and tragedy. Over the years, the area has gained infamy due to a string of unsolved murders, with victims reportedly found scattered throughout the woods. That night, Bear set up a stealth camp and guided viewers through the very locations where some of the bodies were said to have been discovered. As darkness settled in, the weight of local legends and lingering questions became almost tangible, and the atmosphere turned deeply unsettling.
We're heading back here. Man, there's that loud truck. There's something right outside. Oh no, it's gonna be hard. Alright, well anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is hydrate, eat me some healthy nuts, and listen to the commotion. I keep hearing stuff out there. This is crazy. I'll keep the camera close by and get back with you if anything happens. What is that? I was just about to lay down. Did you guys hear that? Man, this is freaking terrifying. Hey, there's lights out there. I just seen a light out there. Look. Oh, no. Please, no. There was never even a vehicle. Oh, crap. Multiple people. At least two. Oh, no. I don't think they even know I'm here, and they're coming this way. Hold on. Crap. I gotta get this door zipper open.
While trying to settle into his tent for the night, Bear suddenly hears something outside. When he peeks outside, his heart nearly stops. 2 figures holding torches are heading straight toward his tent. Panic hits instantly. With no time to think, Bear is forced to make a split-second decision.
Son of a gun, man. No. No way. They're leaving. They're leaving. I think they're gone. I don't see their light no more. I don't want to move. Man, I gotta get out of here. Oh my goodness. Oh. I gotta get out of here. I'm back home now, in the safety of the driveway. I just threw everything, folded the tent right up and threw it in the back seat. Oh no. I really don't have a whole lot to say at the moment. Freaked out, on edge. Happy to be home. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. There. We'll definitely go back, just, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we won't go back. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, do me a favor. Smash that like. It lets YouTube know I'm doing a decent job. And until the next crazy adventure, peace. Love you guys.
The figures reach Bear's tent, kick it, then vanish into the dark. Acting fast, he packs up and leaves, choosing safety over a dangerous unknown. Thankfully, he gets out unharmed. Were they just hikers or something more sinister? One thing's clear, trusting his instincts may have saved him. The Abandoned World Explorer is a channel that delves into forgotten places, capturing urban exploration through stories of decay and mystery. On February 25th, 2021, Dennis and his friend Dan took a haunting trip to Dark Bluff, Maryland. The destination was chosen using Randonautica, an app that generates random spots based on the user's intentions. For Dan, who was grieving the recent loss of his father, the journey was meant to be a distraction, but what they encountered was anything but reassuring.
I don't really want to keep this away from too much because honestly these really freaked me out. So I can whack the light right up. It literally just, oh, it's freezing. You're not cold? As you're hearing Gook's, mine's shocking. See the ground. I want to see people, explorers. This isn't my sort of thing. I'm not really into all this, but I just feel like so there's like a low fence there.
Upon arriving at the spot, they find themselves surrounded by a bleak winter landscape with endless snow-covered trees all around. The silence is broken only by the sound of their footsteps crunching in the snow. Still, the quiet feels strangely heavy, almost unnatural.
It's like a makeshift. Check out the heated jacket, and right now it's like
That sounds too like someone there, doesn't it? It's all quiet,
just want to say, you know, don't recommend like there's a lot of doggy paws as well, footprints. Still showing me that nearly have arrived, but I'm not even joking. I'm literally a break. So it's literally saying we're coming to bright light sometimes. Hey. A what? Is it 10? Serious? We've arrived and it's like a, I don't know if it's like a tent or something. There's someone over there. There is. Sure it's a tent then.
While exploring deeper into the forest, they suddenly spot something chilling. People moving in the distance, partially hidden by the trees. Given the app's eerie reputation, it's the last thing they wanted to encounter. Before they can fully grasp the situation, things quickly escalate.
Is there people there? Hello? chainsaw? Ain't chainsaw. Is that chainsaw? Yeah. That ain't a chainsaw, Dad. Huh? That's not a chainsaw. Hey? Oh, Dad, run! Why are you, man? Unlock the door. Mate, we were standing in there. We just literally walked around the whole lot. Like, I'm not even joking, around the whole lot. Oh my god.
Did you hear the noise again though? Ooh.
Yeah, but I didn't know what you was down there before we went.
Do you know the tree where he was?
Well, you actually physically see someone.
He was curled up in the ball by the tree.
So basically someone's been watching us in there the whole time.
Yeah, do you know the tree where he was?
But as we was coming out there sounded like there was one over there and it sounded like there's more than one in there.
Yeah. But do you know where he was?
There's 2 or 3 guys in the woods.
Grunting sounds echo through the woods, followed by the sputter of a chainsaw trying to start. Then, a man appears, running straight toward them with a chainsaw in hand. Adrenaline takes over, and they don't wait to find out more. They sprint back through the snow, escaping unharmed but shaken. This eerie video is from Chiltern Wild Camper, a UK channel featuring raw solo camping trips. On February 2nd, 2025, Leslie ignores warning signs and camps deep in a remote forest, seeking solitude. But as night falls, she senses she's not alone, spotting a distant figure and flickering light that turn her peaceful escape into something unsettling.
Don't know if you can see that, but there's somebody walking down the bottom of the valley there with a torch. I'm sure they're fine and innocent, but I've turned all my lights off until they've walked by. That person with the torch going along, I was about to set the camera up and I was about to say, oh, I'm on a hilltop and I can see they're about to leave the valley, so that's good. But they didn't. They came back and sort of towards the tent, and I just thought, oh. The camera, in fact the camera is what I was worried about. First time I've used this, Insta360, my first ever camera. It's funny how I was packing that, wanting to make sure that was okay. And my hip belt I wear, so it's got my mobile and keys, so I just got my rucksack on and left the tent and hid down in the trees to make sure they went, because I also wanted to check what they were doing rather than just, you know, me leaving. And eventually they left. I don't know, I was spooked by then. So I found a different spot. I'll show you this spot, just about 10 minutes around the corner, but it's a different valley, so what's the chances they're not going to come back? Hello. Oh. Of course I'm wearing my mountain jacket, so with all the stress I'm boiling. This ground is so bumpy. Well, what to do? I'm 10 minutes away, but I feel safe because it's just a different tucked away corner. I'm just looking down on the ridgeway. I don't know, I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to go back to the car and give up. I know that everyone says, oh, follow your instincts and do that. But when I saw this, I thought, no, I'm going to be here, at least for the evening. I think it's so rough and bumpy here, I'm not sure I can sleep. So I'm going to have dinner, practice with the camera, and see how I feel when it comes.
As Leslie climbs the hill to set up camp, she notices something unsettling. A figure moving slowly through the trees, shining a flashlight across the forest. At first, it seems like the person is leaving, but then they circle back, continuing to search the area. Despite her instincts urging her to leave, Leslie decides to pitch her tent, hoping for the best and planning to stay as long as possible.
I'll get the food on. So I've had a glass of wine and some slices of cheese and apple. So I'm still a little bit spooked. I don't think I'll be able to stay, but I do have a reassuringly sharp cheese knife, which if it came to it, I guess I'd have in my, you know, very low ability hands. So, yeah. It's cleared up, the stars are lovely. Can't get the lighting. How do people have bright lights when they use these, what lighting do you use, guys, when you use these cameras? Do you just have your torch? Eek, eek. Don't think so. Do you know what? I might bring you back when I'm sat in the car, sobering up from my half a glass of wine. Might have dinner at home, like any normal person. Oh dear. Just kidding. Just kidding, that's fine. Is that better? Oh, the Ridgeway. Nearly back to safety. Oh, shadow. Gotta get the hang of this filming. Camera went off spontaneously, so that is a bit spooky. Showing this is a really obvious path and I'm not lost in the woods. And I know I'm not lost because, I'll tell you why. Whew. Isn't it lovely when you see these things? When you're a bit like, oh, have I got the right place? Yes, there's a huge gate and the car park's about 10 minutes up there. Oh. You know, people talk about wild camping like it's all or nothing. But you can go for the evening. You can set up, see how it goes, have dinner, get creeped out, and then go back to your car. I mean, if you're not hours up a mountain. So for your first few, just do the evening out. Where's the owls? I guess the owls were scared off by all that work earlier. These are yew trees. They're forever. If they ever get a disease, I'm going to be so gutted. They're beautiful, these yew. Camera's gone off again. Oh well, doesn't matter to me. Well, that was an interesting camp. It's 7:45 now. I'm back at the car. So I went to a spot I've only been to once before, and it's lovely. It's up on a little hill. But that torch in the valley, normally if you see that, they just go along and they're gone. But he was like looking around, and the torch, you know, shining across trees, and seemed to swing back to where, you know, I was just so spooked. It's wonderful actually always to sleep in a tent, but you have to feel safe when you're in the tent. I know that in the Lake District other YouTubers have done videos where there's torches going by the tent, you know, even at midnight. But I think up in the mountains that happens, doesn't it? Because that's the thing, they're doing night walks, they're doing night hikes. But here it was a little bit different. It was somebody looking around. I don't know what they were looking for. They may have just lost their dog lead or something earlier. Yeah, they're probably looking for their dog lead. And they just almost found me. It's funny how as soon as that happened, I just left the tent and I knew there's no way they could find me because with all the trees and the darkness, I knew how to get out of there. So I felt like I could, you know, I went into survival mode. But then I watched them leave eventually, packed up my tent, so.
The uneasy feeling stays with Leslie throughout the night. After struggling to relax, she finally decides to follow her instincts. When she's sure the stranger is gone, she swiftly breaks down her camp and quietly heads back to her car. She leaves safely, unharmed, but visibly shaken. This eerie video comes from T-Mac, a YouTuber who mixes paranormal investigations with exploring remote wilderness spots. On August 9th, 2024, he teamed up with a group to check out a secret off-grid site in Gage County. The area was surrounded by dense woods, a murky pond, a shallow stream with a narrow bridge, and a bunch of strange, hand-built wooden structures. They were big, intricate, and a little creepy, and no one knows who put them there or why.
Cool property though. Here it's just dead quiet. You can hear off in the distance some I think there's a little bit of road traffic, and there's a railroad not too far away. Because I don't know, but it's freaking massive. And again, nobody left any trash or anything like that in there, so if they were like it was homeless or somebody wandering, they didn't leave any signs of it. They're very clean, but I did not check thoroughly to see if there's like that hair in there, which I may suggest that to Jack. More uphills. I'm about tired out from uphill. Now look, if you see over that way, you see some of the glow sticks and kind of like some of the light from Jack and MT's campfire. So we're getting up close to it.
As the group moves through the area at night, the sound of crickets only adds to the eerie quiet. Suddenly, T-Mac finds some of the strange wooden structures up close, clearly built by someone or something.
You can see their fire right there. Thermal's hitting on it. And you can see that's one of, that's either MT, I think, because they have the headlamp. I think that's MT walking over there by the campsite, which they don't really want me showing because it's their private, undisclosed campsite. Two somethings, it looks like. Oh. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Well, I got something on the thermal, but I can't get it on. Can't get it on the main camera, which that's frustrating. But it looks like there's something that's like underneath some of those logs down trees over there, which means they're probably some sort of critter. But they think they're hiding from me, but they're really not. But I can't get them to pop a head up here, so there's two. There's definitely two there. Again, if you got to check the thermal out, because I literally got these running at about just a few seconds apart. Okay, let's see if I can make my way out of here without going through a gigantic spider web. Okay.
Things get even stranger when T-Mac switches to thermal mode and captures a figure the regular camera missed. A faint shape with glowing eyes, partially hidden. Small rocks are thrown nearby, though he doesn't notice until watching the footage later. Whatever it was watching, and it wanted him to know. Sometimes the scariest thing in the wilderness isn't an animal, but another person. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.